Oh, sorry. Now I'm added to the stage. Here we go. Sorry about that. Yes, we just started now. I'm still an amateur at this, so and here we go. Start the screen share. And I'm waiting for, I guess we're not waiting for anybody. Link is in the chat. We're going to start this game one here. Game three. The starting lineups for the Mets are batting first, Lenny Dykstra in center field. Batting second, Wally Backman at second base. Batting third, Keith Hernandez at first base. Batting fourth, Gary Carter catching. Fifth, Darryl Strawberry in right field. Sixth, Ray Knight at third base. Seventh, Danny Heap as the designated hitter for the Mets. Eighth, Mookie Wilson in left field. And ninth, Rafael Santana at shortstop. On the mound for the Toronto Blue Jays is Dave Stieb. 3 games in the playoffs. This is his third game. His 0-1 record with a 6.75 ERA in the playoffs, 10 and 2/3 innings. And we're going to. He's going to start off leading off against Dykstra. So here's the pitch. We have a 7 and a 30. 7 is tough. 30 is going to be a triple for Lenny Dykstra. Lead off triple. So right off the bat, we get 5 and a 9. 5 is in play, and 9 is a single. That's going to be a 1-0 early lead for the Mets. Jamie's on. Hey,
hey, how's it going?
How's it going? Thanks for going. So we already got a 1-0 lead and 2 batters in. We got Lenny Dykstra with a triple and Wally Backman with a single. Now we got Keith Hernandez up. We got a 2 and a 14. 2 is ballpark. 14 is wheelhouse. And we got a 1-33 chance for a home run. And the pitch to Hernandez, he lifts it high and deep to right field over the right field fence for a 2-run home run. So just like that.
He's found his power stroke this series.
Oh, yeah. 3-0 lead for the Mets here. Exhibition Stadium is very friendly for the Mets so far. 3 batters in, it's 3-0. Next pitch, 8 and a 42. 8 is patient. 42 is a double for Gary Carter. Dave Stieb getting racked around in the first inning.
And the Mets have hit for the cycle.
Yeah, I know. 8 and a 19. 8 is patient. 19 is a walk. So Strawberry's on. So Stieb is not doing too well here. Ray Knight comes up. He's an 8 and an 84. Patient 84, and that's going to be just high. It's going to be a ground ball to short. It's going to be a 6-4-3 double play, actually. That's 2 outs now, finally. Runner goes to third. And here comes Danny Heap, the DH. We got a 5 and an 88. 5 is in play. 88 is going to be a ground ball to second to end the inning. But the Mets start off with a bang. 3 runs right off the bat. Go to the bottom of the first. Slash is back. Bottom of the first, it's 3-zip, New York. And here comes Lloyd Moseby, and he'll be the first batter. Batting second for the Blue Jays in this game is Tony Fernandez at short. Batting third is George Bell in left. Batting fourth is Barfield in right. Batting fifth is Upshaw at first base. Batting sixth is the DH is Cliff Johnson. Batting seventh is Ernie Witt at catcher. Batting eighth is Garth Orge at third base. And batting ninth is Damaso Garcia at second. So the pitcher, Bob Ojeda, is 1-1 in the playoffs so far with a 1.80 ERA. And the pitch to Moseby is a 9 and a 23. 9 is in play. 23 is a single for Moseby. So he's on. And Tony Fernandez comes to the plate. And the pitch, it's a 7 and an 81. 7 is patient. 81 is going to be a fly ball to center. And George Bell comes to the plate, batting 289 in the series. He's kind of cooled off a little bit. And he's got a 5 and a 78. 5 is tough. 78 is an F fly out to center. And Jesse Barfield comes up. He's 294 with 3 home runs. And it's a 7 and a 31. 7 is tough. 31 is a strikeout. So Jesse Barfield is out. And here comes Top of the second, Mookie Wilson leads off. Dave Steve's still on there. 10 and a 34. 10 is tough. 34 is a strikeout. So Steve starts this inning off better. Here comes Santana. 6 and a 92. 6 is in play. 92 is a ground ball to short. And here comes Lenny Dykstra. 1 for 1 with a triple in the first. And he's got a 6 and a 14. In play, 14 is a single for Dykstra. And he's going to stay at first. No trying to drop the dice again. Hold on a second. There we go. Under my computer. All right.
You gotta have the backup dice standing by.
Yeah. All right. I only have the 2 percentile dice that I got with the game, so I don't have any other ones. So I might have some with the. I don't know. I think I have some with my Stone Cold Hockey game, but 7 and a 55. 7 is tough. 55 is going to be a ground ball to third to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the second. 3-0 the Mets. What's up there, Sakuni / Yoko? We got 11 and a 36 from Ojeda. In play, 36 is high. It's a pop up to first. Upshaw. Here's Cliff Johnson. 3 for 11 in the series. I mean, in the playoffs. Pitch. 7 and a 23. 7 is patient. 23 is a walk. So he's on first base. Ernie Witt. He's actually batted 370 against lefties. 46 at bats. Not bad. 7 and an 18. 7 is patient. 18. That's a walk. So there's two men on base for the Blue Jays. One out.
They get something going here.
There we go. Goth Orge. The pitch. 5 and a 3. 5 is tough. 3 is a strikeout. And then Damaso Garcia. It's a 5 tough and a 72. That's going to be too high. It's a ground ball to second. That does it. The Blue Jays can't cash in on any of the runners. Go to the third.
Bats have been pretty cold these 3 games.
They have. You can see Keith Hernandez's WAR. I don't know if that's in the, you can see the graph there. He's got the his WAR went above and beyond his current WAR, his real life WAR anyway.
It looks like the trajectory that the ball went.
Yeah, I know exactly. 6 and 97 in play. That's a fly ball to right for the out. Gary Carter. 7 and a 46. 7 is tough. 46 is just missed a single, but it's going to be a ground ball to third. All right. And Strawberry comes to the plate. 5 and a 79. 5 is in play. 79 is a fly ball to center. And that brings up Lloyd Mosby. Mosby comes to the plate with 1 for 1 with a single off of Ojeda. 9 and a 30. 9 is in play. A 30 is not going to do it. It's going to be a pop up to short. Tony Fernandez. 6 and an 80. Tough 80. It's going to be a fly ball to center. Oh, the Blue Jays need some kind of a spark here.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, just not. 11 and a 4. 11 is in play. 4 is a double for George Bell. So we've got runner at second, 2 outs, and here comes Jesse Barfield. 11 and a 4 again. 11 and a 4 is another double. So that's a run scoring double for Barfield. So there's the spark they might need. Well, the usual suspects. Here's Willie Upshaw. 69 and a 3 defense check. We got a range check on the left fielder, Mookie Wilson, who's an A range. It's 1 to 27 is a hit, and we got a 40. So that's going to be a fly ball to the left, and that's going to do it. But they get a run. It's now 3-1. The Mets. 2 doubles in a row for the Bell and Barfield. Okay, so here's Ray Knight. Steve has settled down quite a bit. He's got a 9 and a 93. Tough 93 is going to be a fly ball to left. Danny Heap 0 for 1, 0 for 4 in the playoffs. 3 and a 45. 3 is wheelhouse. 45 is going to be a triple for Danny Keep.
Wow, another triple.
Yeah, another triple. Wow. So runner at third base, one out. Here comes Mookie Wilson. He's had a pretty decent playoffs, and his pitch is an 8 and a 4. 8 is a patient, 4 is a walk. So we got runners at the corners now. One out, and Rafael.
May not be the worst thing for the walking kind of.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. 9 and a 50. 9 is tough. 50 is a ground ball to first. That's not gonna be enough for the double play. It's gonna be out at second, but they don't get the run at first, and the runner's gonna score. So it's now 4-1. Try to get the inning double play, but the run's gonna score because they didn't get it. So here's the pitch to Dykstra. 7 and a 69. 7 is tough. 69 is going to be a ground out to short. Plays the second for the out that retires the side. Now 4-1 Mets after 3.5. And here comes Cliff Johnson. Johnson is 3 for 11, and he has a walk in this game. An 8 and a 2. 8 is a tough strikeout. All right. And next is Ernie Witt. He's got a 10 and a 25. 10 is in play. 25 is a single. Ernie Witt. On base. And Garth Orge comes to the plate. 5 and an 85. 5 is tough. 85 is going to be a ground ball to short. That's going to be over to Backman for 1, and then to Hernandez for the inning-ending double play. After 4, it's still 4-1 New York Mets, and here comes Wally Backman. You have a 7 and a 24. Tough 24. It's going to be a single for Wally Backman. That's usually a strikeout for most hitters. So, okay, Keith Hernandez, 4 and a 43. 4 is patient. 43 is a walk. So you got 2 runners on base.
Steve might be on
the
nicer at this point.
Yeah, I'll see what happens if he lets up another hit or a walk. Once he's done. 10 and a 71. Tough 71 is a fly out to center. So there's 1 out. Darryl Strawberry. 6 and a 35. In play 35 is going to be a pop up to first. So Steve is working his way out of this jam. And Ray Knight. 7 and an 82. 7 is tough. 82 is a ground ball to short, and play to second. That's out number 3, and Steve gets out of it. So 4-1, bottom of the 5th, and here's Garcia to lead it off. 8 and a 53. 8 is tough. 53 is a ground ball to first. Flips to Ojeda covering, and is out number 1. Top of the order for Mosby. 6 and a 13. 6 is tough. 13 is a strikeout. Ojeda's dealing today. And the next pitch is a 5 and a 10. 5 is tough, and 10 is a strikeout for Fernandez. It strikes out very rarely, but that does it for the 5th. And we go to the top of the 6th here. Steve pitching to Heap. 6 and a 1. That's going to be a double for Heap. And that's going to be it for Steve. So Dave Steve comes out, and Mark Eichhorn is going to come in to try to stave off any more damage. All right. Here's Mookie Wilson. Runner at second, nobody out. 3 and a 15. 3 is tough. 15 is a strikeout.
That's a big one right there.
Yep. Santana, 4 and a 79. 4 is tough. 79 is a fly out to center. Eichhorn is just nails. I mean, he's just it's just a hard card to get hit off of. 9 and a 50. Tough and a 50 is going to be a ground out to first, unassisted. That does it. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, and his Bell, Barfield, and Upshaw due up. 6 and a 98. 6 is tough. 98 is a fly out to left. And his Barfield. 45, a 9 and a 45 in play. 45 is going to be a ground out to first. And Willie Upshaw, a 4 and a 31 ballpark. 31 is wheelhouse. And Willie Upshaw, he's a 1 to 24 for a home run. And Willie Upshaw gets a hold of one, takes it high and deep over the center field fence for a home run off of Bob Ojeda. So it's now 4-2 game. Willie Upshaw finally delivers some power in the playoffs. Here's Cliff Johnson. Comes up with now the lead down to 2 for the Mets. And the pitch to Johnson is a 3 and a 39. 3 is defense check. It's an error check on the second baseman, Wally Backman, who's only a 1.
I'd say he's not the greatest fielder.
Yeah, 1 to 55. It's a 29. We got an E4, and let's see what we have. 1 base. So it's an error. Cliff Johnson gets on base.
If you were going to hit it to anybody, Backman was the perfect guy.
Yep. That's right. And here comes Ernie Witt, who's stellar against left-handed pitchers here. So here's the pitch. It's a 12 in play, 52. That's going to be too much. So that's going to be a ground ball to the back to the pitcher, and that's going to do it. If they get another run and go to the 7th, it's 4-2 the Mets. Eichhorn's going to remain out there, pitching to Backman. 12 and a 58 defense check. So we have a range check on the first baseman, Upshaw, who's a C range. 1 to 52 is a hit, and we have a 58, and that's going to be he's going to make the play. So that's good. 1 out. Good for the Blue Jays anyway. Next batter is Keith Hernandez, who's 1 for 2 with a home run, and he also has a walk. He's got 3 home runs in the playoffs now. 7 and a 34. 7 is tough. 34 is a single for Hernandez.
Wow, he gets a single off the tough.
Well, he's hard to strike out. And that's so Hernandez with the single is Gary Carter. 8 and a 2. 8 is patient. 2 is a walk. So Carter walks. You don't basically for the Icon, the worst ones to get for him is 2, 8, 10, and 12. Those are the ones that aren't tough. So we have a 9 and a 30. 9 is tough. 30 is a strikeout for Strawberry. And Ray Knight's up. 7 and a 24. 7 is tough. 24 is a strikeout. So Eichhorn finishes that off. It's the 7th inning stretch time, and we got Garth Orge to face Ojeda, Garcia, and Mosby. Orge is he's 3 for 12. We'll keep him in there. 4 and an 85. 4 is ballpark, so he has an in play. So he has a 1 to 34 chance, and it's a 40, so it's pop up to first.
He just is tough today.
Yeah. Garcia's up. There's a 9 and a 67. 9 is in play. 67 is a fly out to right. And that brings up top of the order. Mosby, 1 for 3. 7 and a 63. 7 is patient. 63 is too high. That's going to be a ground out to short, and that's going to do it for the 7th. Or the top of the 8th. Eichhorn's going to come out. And who should I bring in? Not Bill Caudle. I know that. Who's up? We got Danny Heap, Mookie Wilson. I'm going to bring in Jeff Musselman. He's been in the bullpen waiting to pitch in the playoffs. We'll see what happens. He's been very, very, very. He was used very, sparingly. He was kind of a call up, I think, in the end, but I think he made the roster. So he's going to face the lefty Heap, and most likely he'll be done after that. Here's the pitch to Heap. 8 and an 84. 8 is patient. 84 Oh my God, Danny Heap had a 1-83 walk. So 80 and everything else is an out. So 84, he just gets the out. Oh my God. I think the umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt on that call. And he gets the ground ball to second. So Jeff Musselman does his job. And I think, let's see, Wilson. Yeah. So, and they're gonna take him out. And who's those? I think John Cerruti's gonna come in. He's another lefty, but they're gonna bring him in for more of a little lengthy.
He's facing the bottom of the order too. So
yeah, he would have been the starter. He would have been the fourth starter, I think, if they used one. But so Cerruti's going to face Wilson and Santana. So we got a 5 and a 90. 5 is tough. 90 is a ground out to short. So there's one down. Cerruti did pitch already. He's got he's one in the third already. No earned runs. So there's Santana. 3 and a 62. 3 is in play. 62 is a fly out to right. So Cerruti does the job, and the bullpen holds it. Bottom of the 8th. Tony Fernandez, Bell, and Barfield.
Part of the order if they're going to do anything.
That's it. Ojeda's still looking strong. They're going to leave him in there. Bullpen hasn't had to been used. They didn't get used at all last game. So 5 and a 16. Tough 16 is a strikeout. So as Fernandez strikes out again. Look at George Bell's WAR graph. There's George Bell. He's got a 10 and a 1. 10 is in play. A 1 is a double. So Bell's on again with another double, and that's how they scored the last run. 2 doubles in a row. Let's see if Barfield can repeat that again. 7 and a 61. 7 is patient. 61 is another double.
So they get double.
They both get doubles last 2 times up. So it's 4-3 now.
Double trouble.
Holy crap. Jesse Barfield brings them closer. And I think Bob Ojeda's had it. And they're going to bring in Sid Fernandez. Sid Fernandez is coming in. They still need the lefty in there. And he's a pretty good pitcher still. El Cid is coming in relief, starting pitcher. He started one game in the playoffs, and he got the win. So he gave up 2 runs in 6 innings.
It's a nice luxury to have Fernandez in the bullpen.
Yeah, I know. He's going to face Upshaw. And there's a 4 and a 1. Fernandez with a tough 1. It's a strikeout. So Upshaw strikes out. And Cliff Johnson is up to the plate with a tying run at second base. Let's see if they can do something. We got a 7 and a 10 strikeout again, and that's the end of the inning. So Sid Fernandez does the job. We go to the 9th, a 1-run lead, and I think the Blue Jays are bringing in Henke here just to try to hold it down, give them a chance in the bottom of the 9th. I don't know if that's sound strategy or not, but I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, the playoffs, a 1-run game, it makes sense.
Yeah. We got a 5 and a 19. Tough 19 is a strikeout. So there's 1 strikeout. Wally Backman. 2 and an 11. Defense check. Error check on the shortstop. Fernandez is a 5. 1-23 error, and it's a 39. And he makes the play. Line out to short. And that brings up Hernandez, who's just a terrorizing. He's batting 345, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. Here's the pitch, 11 and a 48. 11 is patient. 48's a walk, so he takes a walk. And it's Carter. 3 and a 2. 3 is patient. That's another walk. So Henke walks 2 guys in a row. And here's dangerous Darryl Strawberry. Had a grand slam last game. Broke the game open. Let's see what happens here. You got a 6 and a 92. Tough 92. That's not going to do it. It's going to be a fly out to right. And Barfield has it. So here we go. Bottom of the 9th. And Jesse Orozco is coming in. Just a whole team of lefties here. Orozco is coming on for the save. He'll face Witt. Hold on a second. Witt, Orge, and Garcia do up the bottom of the order, so this is tough. All right, Witt's good against lefties, so he's going to stay in there. Here's the pitch. 3 and 30. 3 is patient. 30 is a single for Ernie Witt.
I was gonna say Witt's been pretty good so far.
Garth Orge is up, and he's going to try the sacrifice. Here's the bunt attempt. Sacrifice successful to the pitcher, and Witt goes to second.
The Blue Jays might want to pinch run for Witt. I don't know.
I believe so. That's a good call.
Now that they got him to second anyway.
Yeah, they probably should have pinch run before.
Well, probably on the sack it probably doesn't matter, but now that it worked, it's a good chance to put a fast guy out there.
Kelly Gruber's a 10 runner, so he's a no-brainer. So he's Kelly Gruber's coming in to pinch run. He's not going to steal, but if there's a fly ball to right, he can move over to third. So here's the pitch to Damaso Garcia from Orozco with 1 out. We got a 2 and a 79. 2 is a defense check. You got a range check on the second baseman. And Backman's a B range, so luckily it's not an error check because that's a lot worse.
I say his error range.
So 1 to 41 is a hit, and it's a 43. Backman
Wow.
He ranges over, but Gruber's still going to make it to third on the ground out to the second baseman.
If that got Backman, then it's probably a tie ball game.
Yep, it could be. Yeah, it could have been. And here's Mosby. Here's 2 outs, and they haven't really had much clutch hitting going on. A lot of guys in scoring position left there, but here's the pitch to Mosby with Gruber at third. Base hit can tie the game. 10 and a 47. 10 is ballpark. 47 is wheelhouse. So we got a roll for the home run that possibly could win the game. So I'll lay it out for you if you want. 1 to 35 is a home run. 1 to 63 is a hit safely. So he's got a 63% chance of hitting safely here. And the roll is a 50. And it's a double for Lloyd Mosby, and the tying run scores. And we have a 4-4 ball game here, folks. With Tony Fernandez up and a runner in scoring position to try to win the game. Here comes Tony Fernandez. He is 0 for 4. He's due. Here's the pitch. That's a 7 and a 77. 7 is in play. 77 is going to be a fly out to center, but that's going to do it. But the damage is done. The game is tied. And let's see. We got Kelly Gruber's pinch running. He's going to stay in at third base for Orge. No, I'm sorry. He's going to stay at third base. Yeah. And Witt's going to come out. And then Orge is coming out, and we got to do.
You got to bring in a catcher.
Buck Martinez.
Buck Martinez making an appearance.
All right, so let's see. We got Gruber playing third. And we got Buck Martinez catching. Where is his card? This is exciting. Got an extra inning game.
Yeah, I never expected them to come back.
Free baseball.
Mets had it locked down, especially with Orozco coming in there.
So who made that last? Okay. All right. So we have Henke. I don't know if I should keep him in there. Well, they're going to keep him in there for one more inning, I guess.
Yeah, this is probably a perfect. It's going to throw 2 innings.
3 and a 31. 3 is patient. 31 is a walk, so he walks the first guy. So they got some people warming up anyway.
Yeah.
Dennis Lamps in the bullpen. Here's the pitch to Heap. 4-5 and a 66. 5 is tough. 66 is going to be a ground ball to short, and that's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. So Heap grounds into a double play, and it's quickly 2 outs now. And Mookie Wilson, who's batting .344 in the series, steps to the plate. Henke deals, and it's a 6 and an 84. Tough 84. That's going to be a fly out to center, and that does it for the top of the 10th.
What a job the Blue Jays bullpen did, though. so far between Heike and
exactly.
uh,
And
Icon.
Roscoe is going to stay there. They're going to work him for another inning. And Damaso Garcia. Where's George Bell? Okay, because I was messing around with the lineups. Hold on, what did I just do? Crapola. Mosby, Fernandez. I gotta get my lineup ready. I messed up all my cards when I was doing all the changes. All right. Fernandez, Bell, Barfield, Upshaw, Cliff Johnson, Gruber, Martinez, and Garcia. Okay. All right. Now I got Bell's up. Okay. George Bell leading off against the Roscoe. 66 and a 9. 9 is tough. 66 is a fly out to right. And here's Barfield, who is 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs, actually. 5 and an 87. Tough 87 is a ground ball to short. And Willie Upshaw has a home run this game. 8 and a 14. 8 is patient. 14 is a walk. So Upshaw's on first, a winning run. Cliff Johnson, he's 0 for 3 with a walk. 5 and a 17. 5 is tough. 17 is a strikeout. So that's it. And we've got a new pitcher for Toronto. Dennis Lamp.
Oh, we love Lamp.
Yeah, Dennis Lamp's coming in. He's been pretty solid so far. And no earned runs in 5 innings in the playoffs. And he's going to face the bottom of the order. And I think Santana's going to be pinch hit for.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Lee Mazzilli is going to come in. Pinch hitter. And I think Kevin Elster is going to take his spot in the field. Lee Mazzilli, okay. Pitch from Lamp to Mazzilli. 10 and a 63. 10 is ballpark. 63 is in play. So it's 1 to 36. To 20, it's a base hit for Lee Mazzilli. Pinch hit, single.
That trying off the bench getting the big hit.
Yeah. That brings up Lenny Dykstra. I don't know if they want to sacrifice him over. I think they're going to. He's a C bunter. And they do. It's a successful sacrifice back to the pitcher. Oh. Okay, so there's 1 out. Runner at second. Lead run. Wally Backman. 6 and a 53. 6 is patient. 53 is a double, and that's going to score the go-ahead run. Wally Backman. He's at 5 to 4. Keith Hernandez is up, and that's a 3 and a 54. 3 is tough. 54 is going to be a ground ball to third. It's going to hold the runner at second. So there's 2 outs now. And here's Gary Carter. 2 and a 9. 2 is tough. 9 is a strikeout. So they get out of the innings over, but the damage is done. 5 to 4 Toronto, and we now find ourselves with the Mets with another 1-run lead, and here's Roger McDowell coming in to try to close it out. Oh, what happened? Oh, yeah. Mazzilli's out, and Kevin Elster will be coming in to play shortstop. Okay. Here comes Gruber. Kelly Gruber came in as a pinch runner, and he stayed in the game. 0 for 1 in the playoffs so far. Only 1 at bat. Here's the. Oh, wait, I got to put Roger McDowell's card out there. Sorry. Where is Roger? There he is. McDowell's. They have McDonald's. We have McDowell's. They have the Big Mac. We have the Big Mick. All right. Here's the roll to Gruber of 6 and a 60. 6 is patient. 60 is too high. That's going to be a fly out to right. Buck Martinez comes to the plate. And the pitch is an 8 and a 52. 8 is in play. 52 is a fly out to right again.
You probably have to roll a 1 for him to get a hit.
Yeah, I know. Dinosaur Garcia, 7 and an 89. 7 is in play. 89 is a ground ball to short, and that is the game.
Wow, what a ball game.
Yeah, 5-4. The Mets take the lead in the series. And let's see. That's it for that. Game over. And extra innings. I mean, the heroics by Toronto fall short as Dennis Lamp gives up the game-winning run with a double in the top of the 11th. Keith Hernandez, 2 for 4 with a home run. Wally Backman, 3 for 6 with the game-winning RBI. For the Blue Jays, they got Upshaw with his first home run of the playoffs. Mosby and Bell both with 2 doubles each. And two RBIs for Barfield. And Mosby with a critical single, but RBI, McDowell gets his first save. Orozco gets the win, and Dennis Lamp gets the loss. All right, we're going to go to the next game. Hey, Carlos Yaz, how you doing, pal? Thanks for joining. All right, so now this game is going to be back. I think we're going back to let me just look at my. Yep, Jim Clancy, and Ron Darling. So Jim Clancy's pitching again, just this time at home. And Darling, just got to get my cards and stuff ready.
I thought I was getting ready for Hunt for Red October.
Yeah. Clear and present danger.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we got Darling and Clancy, 2 righties. And for the visiting Mets, we'll have Dykstra again. We'll have who do we got? Tim Tuffle's going to start at second base. This game, we got Hernandez, Carter, Strawberry, Mookie Wilson in left. Danny Heaps at DH again. Ray Knight at third base and Santana at short. So let me just make sure I got that right. So Dykstra. Hold on a second. Tuffle. Just trying to get these cards right. Tuffle. Hernandez, Carter, Strawberry, Mookie Wilson, Danny Heap, Ray Knight, and Santana. All right. Mets have a 2-1 lead. And then let's see, the Blue Jays are facing a righty. They're going to have Mosby again leading off. Actually, they're going to put Fernandez leading off here. Mosby's going to play bat second. Switch it up at just a tad. Bell, Barfield. Rick Leach is going to get the start at DH. Mullenix, Witt, Mullenix, Cliff. Who's the guy? No, who am I missing here? Upshaw. That's what I'm missing. Upshaw.
Yeah, Upshaw.
All right, Upshaw is going to go up to 5th. Leach is 6th. Witt 7th. Mullenix 8th. Garcia 9th. All right, so let me just get these. So Fernandez, Mosby, Bell, Barfield, Upshaw, Rick Leach. Where is he? Come on. Witt, Mullenix, Garcia. Witt. Rance Mulliniks, and Garcia. Okay, well, Toronto, this is kind of a must-win game for the Blue Jays, if you ask me.
Yeah, this is always that tough one. Don't want to go down 3 games.
All right, so here we go. Going for game 4. Blue Jays lead 2-1. I mean, the Mets lead 2-1. And we have Jim Clancy starting off on the mound for the Blue Jays, and he's going to face Lenny Dykstra, Tuffle, Hernandez, Carter, Strawberry, Wilson, Danny Heap, DH, Ray Knight, and Rafael Santana. So here we go. We'll start it off. First pitch, 5 and a 91. Tough 91 is a ground ball to second. 1 out. Tim Tuffle comes up. He's 1 for 9 in the series. 8 and a 19. 8 is in play. A 19 is a double. Oh, I'm sorry. 8 is a single. Sorry. 19. Sorry.
Going with Tuffle paid off already.
Tim Tuffle, yeah. 8. He's not gonna go anywhere. Keith Hernandez. 7 and a 58. 7 is patient. 58 is a walk. So he's on base again. Gary Carter. 5 and an 81. Tough 81 is a ground ball to short, and that's going to be a double play, 6-4-3 to end the inning. So they started off fast in the last game, but they get shut out in the first inning this time.
Yeah,
maybe it'll be the Blue Jays' turn. Yeah. So here's Tony Fernandez leading off against Ron Darling. Pitch. It's an 8 and an 85. 8 is patient. 85 is high. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Lloyd Mosby batting second this game. He's batting .333 in the series in the playoffs. 9 and a 15. 9 is tough. 15 is a strikeout. And George Bell, 302 average. He's got some big hits, 5 doubles in the playoffs, 3 home runs.
I'd say he's been
9
consistently good.
9 and 81. That's going to be a fly out to center. So that's it for the first inning. Top of the second, Darryl Strawberry. 4 and an 86. 4 is tough. 86 is going to be a ground out to second. Mookie Wilson. 11 and an 88. 11 is a defense check. You got an error check on the shortstop. Tony Fernandez is a 5. 1 to 23. It's a 29. And he pops up to short. And here comes Danny Heap. 11 and an 86. 11 is another defense check. Error check on the first baseman this time. Upshaw is a 3. 1 to 39. It's a 14, so it's an E3. Let's check to see how many bases. It's a 2-base error.
Wow, that one really ate him up.
Yep. So then Danny Heap goes to second base on that with 2 outs. And here's Ray Knight. Ray Knight gets a 10 and a 91. 10 is ballpark, so 91 is in play, so it's a 1 to 28 chance. It's a 26 and it's a base hit, and the runner's going to score. So 2 out single.
Knight hadn't really been doing much, had he?
Nope.
Yeah, that
from Santana. 1-0 Mets again. 4 and an 18. 4 is tough, and an 18 is a strikeout. That does it. But they get a run. Mets have some timely hitting. Luckily, and the help of that error, is Barfield facing Ron Darling. 7 and a 62. Tough 62 is a base hit for Barfield. So it's a single. And here comes Willie Upshaw trying to make up for that error. 10 and a 12. 10 is in play. A 12 is a single. Oh, yeah, it's a single. So it's another base hit. Let's see what Barfield does. And he's going to go to second base. So first and second, nobody out. Rick Leach is up. Here's the pitch. 9 and a 64. 9 is tough. 64 is a fly out to the left. Runners are going to stay where they are. And here's Ernie Witt. We got 9 and a 51. 9 is tough. 51 is a ground ball to the pitcher. And they go try for 2, and they only get the one at second base, so it's a 1-6. And we get first runners at the corners for Rance Mulliniks, who's only 1 for 23 in the playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Nice time for a big hit here. We got a 9 and a 13. 9 is tough. 13 is a strikeout. So Lance Molnix continues to struggle. And it comes Jim Clancy to face Dykstra. 6 and a 35. 6 is tough. 35 is a single for Dykstra. And it's not going to go to steal. Tim Tuffle, D bunter. 3 and a 40. 3 is tough. 40 is a strikeout. Keith Hernandez has just been an on-base machine. On-base percentage of 488 in the playoffs. Look at his OPS, 1.154. Wow. That's crazy.
He's been like Lou Gehrig out there.
11 and 12. 11 is a defense check. Range check on the third baseman is a chance he gets a hit. C range, 1 to 52 is a hit. It's a 64, so it's a, let me flip a card. It is an out, pop out to the third baseman. So we finally get Keith Hernandez out. I feel like he's been on base like every time. And here comes Gary Carter. 6 and a 40. 6 is tough. 40 is going to be a base hit. Single for Gary Carter, and runner is going to go to third, Dykstra. So first and third for Darryl Strawberry. 6 and a 54. Tough 54 is a strikeout. Does it. So they go to the bottom of the third. Damaso Garcia leading off. 10 and a 33. 10 is in play. 33 is a single for Damaso Garcia. And we got Tony Fernandez. He's got 11 and a 51. 11 is patient. 51 is a base hit for Tony Fernandez. 2 singles in a row.
Up there in business now.
Garcia goes to second. And we got Lloyd Mosby, who's an F bunter. So if they were thinking about moving both of the runners over, I can't do it with this guy. 10 and a 25 in play. 25 is another base hit. Lloyd Mosby, third straight hit. And the 2 runners are going to take 2 bases. So it's runners at the corners in a tie game. Lloyd Mosby batting second in the lineup drives home a run to tie up the game. And the Blue Jays are still in business as George Bell's up with the runners at the corners and nobody out. So it's not a good situation for the Mets here. We got a 10 and an 83. 10 is in play. 83 is a ground ball to short. They're only going to get 1. So the run's going to score, take the lead. I guess they didn't bring the infield in. All right.
Well, it's early in the game. I mean,
yeah. And here's Barfield, the runner at first. 10 and a 37. 10 is in play. 37 is a pop up to third. And Upshaw is up. The Blue Jays have a lead. A 7 and a 21. 7 is tough. 21 is a strikeout. So Blue Jays get 2 in the bottom of the third. You go to the top of the fourth. Clancy facing Mookie Wilson. 5 and 11. Tough is a strikeout. Danny Heap. 2 for 9 in the series. Today he reached on an error and scored. 9 and a 95. 9 is in play. 95 is a fly out to right. Here comes Ray Knight. Drove in a run. 2 and 12. 2 is wheelhouse. 12 is a double. Oof.
Oh, wow. They got lucky. They almost went out of there.
If he had a 9, it would have been a home run. Ray Knight with a double. Second hit of the game. And his Santana, light hitting as he is. He's got a 5 and a 3. 5 is tough. 3 is a strikeout. That does it for the inning. 2-1 Toronto. Here's Rick Leach. 10 and a 51 in play. 51 is a ground ball to first. Flips to the pitcher for the out. 1 out. And Ernie Witt. 0 for 1. 10 and a 33 again. In play 33. This one is a pop up to the second baseman. And Rance Mulliniks, 1 for 24. 6 and an 85. 6 is tough. 85 is a ground ball to second. So he's almost got like Albert Pujols in the Field of Dreams World Series.
Yeah, say like that.
Oh no, not World Series. That was against you, right? It was the ALC.
Yeah, or the league championship series.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He was saying he was going to trade Pujols, but he never did.
Carlos is asking about, wasn't there a Ray Knight episode that happened? I don't know.
Is it about on Seinfeld? I think it was.
Was that what he's talking about? I don't know.
I don't know if that's what he's.
I'm not sure there, Carlos.
Yeah.
Unless he's talking about some kind of, did he blow up during the game or something? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just was thinking of Seinfeld because they had that episode with Keith Hernandez and Roger McDowell and all that.
Oh, 1 second. I just dropped my die again. See, I'm holding. I got 4 die I'm holding, so just one of them can easily slip out of my hands if I'm just messing. So, all right, here we go. So here we are. Lenny Dykstra, nobody out. Top of the 5th. You have a 7 and a 72. 7 is patient. 72 is a triple for Lenny Dykstra.
Wow, it's another triple. Yeah, triple.
Last game.
Yeah, last game.
So, and Tim Tuffle comes to the plate. He's got a 12 and a 37. 12 is in play. 37 is a pop-up to the catcher. 1 out. Keith Hernandez. Tough. Keith is in trouble. 6 and a 76. 6 is tough. 76 is a fly out to center, and that's going to score Dykstra on the sacrifice fly. So it's 2-2 now. And Gary Carter's up.
So Hernandez,
11
out. He does.
I know. 11 and a 63 defense check. We have a error check on the third baseman. Rance Mullenix is a 4, 1-28, and we have a 54, so it's a pop up to third. That does it for the inning. It's tie game now, 2-2. And here's Garcia again, face Darling. We got a 3 and a 76. 3 is in play. 76 is a fly out to center. So Garcia is not doing much. And here's Tony Fernandez, top of the order, 1 for 2 with a run. It was 6 and a 64. Tough 64 is a fly out to right. And Mosby hit a single with an RBI. There's the pitch. 9 and a 67. 9 is tough. 67 is a ground ball to short. That does it. 1, 2, 3. Top of the 6th. Darryl Strawberry leading off against Clancy. 4 and a 9. 4 is tough. 9 is a strikeout. Clancy's got 6 strikeouts this game. Mookie Wilson. 8 and 81. 8 is in play. 81 is a fly out to center. And Danny Heap. 9 and an 84. In play, 84 is a ground ball to second. So that 1, 2, 3 innings. Just flying along. Here's the bottom of the 6th. George Bell, Barfield, and Upshaw against Darling. 8 and an 83. 8 is patient. 83 is too high. That's a fly out to center. Oops. Jesse Barfield, who is 1 for 2. 6 and a 14. Tough 14 is a strikeout. So Clancy Darling gets him there. He's got 4 Ks. And Willie Upshaw, 5 and a 77. 5 is in play. 77 is a fly out to center. It's this game is flying by now. Clancy's probably got this inning left in him. If he gets into any trouble, they got the bullpen going. I don't know who's going to be available. We'll have to see. But 4 and 22. Game. Tough 22 is a strikeout. Santana. 9 and a 59. 9 is in play. 59 is a ground ball to third. Top of the order. Lenny Dykstra tripled last time up. He's 2 for 3. 4 and a 77. Tough 77 is a fly out to center. Another 1, 2, 3 innings. It's just kind of crazy. And they got Darling, who's still got plenty of. He's only 66 pitches out of unbelievable enough. But here's Rick Leach, 0 for 2. And he's got a 5 and a 17. 5 is in play. 17 is a base hit. So Rick Leach is on. And Ernie Witt is up.
Leadoff hit. That's
That's it.
always
4 and a 92. 4 is ballpark. So ballpark the 92 it goes to an in play 1 to 29. It's a 47. So that's going to be a pop up to the catcher. And Mullinix, here's Mullinix. I'm going to leave him in there, see if he breaks out of his slump. And he's got a 7 and a 35, tough 35. It's a strikeout. Just can't do anything about it. Here's Garcia. 9 and a 22. 9 is tough. 22 is a base hit for Garcia. He's tough to strike out. He's a 1 to 16 strikeout. That's it. So a single for Garcia, and it's a 1 base. So Leach goes to second. He's in scoring position. And here's Tony Fernandez, who has a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. 3 and a 3. 3 is in play. A 3 is a double. So a double, let's see. 2 bases, and 1 run's going to score. And we got second and third, and the Blue Jays take a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the 7th. And Lloyd Moseby comes to the plate. 4 and a 1. 4 is ballpark. 1 is wheelhouse. Moseby. That ball is far and gone. Lloyd Moseby with a 3-run home run. 32, and he needed a 42, and he got a 32, and that thing is out of here. 3-run blast. It's now 6-2. Toronto, just like that. Unbelievable. It's so quiet, and all of a sudden, see you later. And that's going to do it for Darling. It just all of us just like that, just kind of crazy.
Reverse of was it game 2 with Strawberry?
Yeah, exactly. Rick Aguilera is coming in relief. Kind of mop-up duty now at this point. So a 6-2. It's not over yet, but my God, it's late in the game, and here's George Bell. 7 and 39. 7 is tough. 39 is going to be a pop-up to first. And that's going to do it for the Blue Jays. And here's Clancy. He's going to come out. He's tired. So Eichhorn and Henke are both used up. So let's see.
Yeah, there's not a lot of choices.
Joe Johnson might have to be used in as a pitcher. He hasn't been. He's a star. He's acquired from the Braves for Doyle Alexander earlier in the season. He's a decent starter for them. So Joe Johnson's going to come in, and Tim Tuffle is going to be pinch hit for. And who's going to come in? Lee Mazzilli is going to come in. And Tim Tuffle is going to be replaced by Backman. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. Mazzilli trying to get something started. Joe Johnson's in. He's got a 9 and a 14. 9 is in play. 14 is a base hit.
Another pinch hit single for Mazzilli.
Yeah, he's a professional pinch hitter. And that brings up Hernandez. So nothing's over yet, but 4 and a 6. 4 is tough. 6, he strikes him out.
Wow. That was
Gary Carter. 6 and an 89. 6 is in play. 89 is high. It's a ground ball to short, and it's a double play. 6-4-3. So Joe Johnson gets out of the inning, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Aguilera still in there, and let's see who's going to put. Where's the? What did I take out? Oh yeah. Wally Backman's back at second. Here's Barfield, 6 and a 13. 6 is patient. 13 is a walk. Willie Upshaw. Not 10 and an 8. 10 is in play. 8 is a single. And Barfield goes to first. Now this is where they start piling it on.
Yeah, this is like the
4 and a 29. Tough. 29 is a single for Rick Leach. And this is going to stay 1 base. So the bases are loaded for Ernie Witt. Nobody out. 10 and a 54. 10 is in play. 54 is going to be a line out to second. So no runs are going to score. Nothing can happen there. And Rance Mullinax is up. Watch him get like a grand slam here or something. 11 and a 75. 11 is in play. 75 is a fly out to center. And the runners can't score. So still 4-run lead. Here's Garcia. Something tells me he might need to get a few extra runs here. Never know. And we got a 3 and a 10. 3 is in play. 10 is a single for Garcia. So that's going to score at least one. It's going to score two. 2-run score. It's now 8-2. This probably puts the nail in the coffin for this game.
Oh, yeah, I would think.
And here we go. So we got a 6 and a 28. Patient 28 is a triple for Tony Fernandez.
This is where you almost want to save some of these for the next game.
Yep. And we have an 8 and a 92. Tough 92 is a fly out to right. So that does it. And we go to the top of the ninth. And Joe Johnson's just going to stay in there. Eat the rest of this inning. There's Strawberry, 6 and a 1. It's in play double with Strawberry. Mookie Wilson. 3 and an 87. 3 is ballpark. 87 is in play. 95 is a fly out to left. Danny Heap, 0 for 3. 6 and the 27. 6 is in play. 27 is a base hit. And that is going to just not score. So it's first and third. 1 out. Ray Knight. 10 and a 49. 10 is in play. 49 is a ground ball to first. Going to try to get 2, but they won't. They're going to let the run score. It's now 10-3. 2 outs now, and Santana pinch hitting. Kevin Mitchell is going to come in, get him in that bat. Doesn't really matter at this point. 5 and a 21 ballpark. 21 is wheelhouse. Oh no, I'm sorry. 5. I'm sorry, wrong pitcher. 5 is tough. 21 is a strikeout, and this game's over. I was looking at the wrong guy. Strikeout. And that's it. Toronto handles New York in game 4, 10-3. It's now a 2-2 series. Oof. Man.
It's been even when the blowouts, the games are tight most of the way, though.
They are, yeah. I mean, the late inning blowouts.
Yeah, let's say it's still.
Let's look at the box score here. So yeah, I mean, 8 runs in the last 7th and 8th innings for the Blue Jays.
Yeah.
So we got 2 hits for Knight, 2 hits for Dykstra, another triple for Dykstra. 3 for 5 for Fernandez. Looks like that lineup change was perfect, huh? 3 for 5 for Fernandez.
Yeah.
2 for 5 for Mosby. 4. Yeah, 7 RBIs between the two of them.
Mosby's having a nice series.
He is. Yep. Mosby with his 3rd home run of the playoffs. Fernandez with a double and a triple. Wow. I wish they had the leader. Well, I can look at the leaders. Yeah. So Clancy gets his 2nd win. Darling gets his 1st loss. Let's look at some of the reports here. Oh, that's not. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I doing? What's going on here? Oh, all batting. Here we go. That's what I'm looking at. So Barfield and Bell and Bell and Mosby have 3 home runs. That's it. That's pretty much in a nutshell what Toronto does. That they're just kind of kicking butt.
That outfield for several years was one of the best.
Hernandez has 3 home runs. It's kind of surprising. Let's see, RBI leaders is Mosby, Barfield, and Hernandez. Barfield has 5 doubles. Bell has 5 doubles. Hernandez has 3. Look at that. Toronto's just like offensively just Mosby with 17 hits as leading. Fernandez with 15 hits. Barfield, Bell. Look at, I mean, the first 5 guys are Blue Jays.
Uh-huh.
I mean, then you have Wilson. I mean, you got to figure they played the most games probably besides, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, the Mets started the World Series. Their pitching was lights out, but now the Blue Jays bats have kind of.
yep. Let's see the pitching. Clancy has the most innings, 2.08 ERA. Key has got a 2.49 ERA. Dwight Gooden's a 1.17 in at 23 innings. So I think he's next. He's pitching next. So I think. Right.
Yeah, he comes after Darling. You're right.
Yeah. So the Mets have a good chance to win that game. So it's gonna be Gooden and Key again. Is that right?
Yeah, that would be Gooden and Key for us.
Yeah, that's good.
That should be a good one.
Interesting. Yeah. So that's it for that. I guess I'm gonna that's it. I'll call it a night. That's 4 games. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Probably finish this up tomorrow. Oh, I have hockey tomorrow, so it might not be tomorrow, but Tuesday definitely probably.
Yep. I kind of have a feeling this might go 7 anyway.
Yeah, so that's great. Thank you everybody for joining. Thanks, Jamie. Thanks for watching. Anybody who's watching ahead of time, I know it's late, but I just wanted to get these games in. So I'll see you all on Discord. Thanks again.